Yeah, right. So we're going to start our flight planning, and I'm hoping somebody is going to play ball with us now. It's been acting a bit strange in the last day or two. Um, anyway, Josh, if you can explain to me what you need, I can try and help you, but other than that, I'm stuck. So I'm going to continue, and then you do your thing on your side, and guys, stop me when you need me and talk to me as usual. Hello, Angel. How are you doing? Right, so we need to find out what the wind is doing in this place, and then we do have preferred runways, so we need to make sure we. Oh, forgot it's going to kick it out. EBCI. Right, so that's 24. LIMF. Alright, and that will be 36 then. And then we start over. Guys, can you hear me all right? I'm getting worried because I'm not getting more responses. Excellent, excellent. You won't believe what happened. I was working, right? I mentioned that, don't know if you heard that. And then my brother arrived here. So he's had to get onto my Wi Fi and I had to sort him out. So timing kind of sucked. But we're on a roll now. We're going to do this. Hello, Tony. Are you here? Excellent. So 24. Josh, I discussed it on the Zibo forum as well. Depending on the weather settings that you have, the Zibo does not take kindly to major weather and pressure fluctuations and winds and gusts and things. If it's too harshly set, or if you are using, something like the default weather, it's kind of expected if there's a huge difference in the weather. The other thing is, when it happens to me, it's usually when I did not finish the replay. So my advice, if it's happening during a replay session, is pull that slider full right. Make sure you exit out of that replay at the end of the replay, and then it seems to be okay on my side. More than that, I don't know. Hello, Leo. So Tony, are you well? Is it still? Oh, Yeah, I hate toothache. How's the wife? She all right? Okay, fantastic. Did you also have gateway errors with some brief yesterday? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I tried it 3 times this morning. It wasn't working. Then trying and Uncle John came and theirs was working. So I tried it the fourth time and then it started working. And right now it is actually working. And Leo seems to be interested in some toolkits as well. So Leo, I can highly recommend it. If this is something that can work for you and you fit it into your kit, yeah, then this is an excellent addition to your flight simming. Oh, hang on a second. Let's have a look. Sorry, but Tony, your voice was muted. I'm still pulling my hair out with this Streamlabs OBS.
Yeah.
I cannot chat on YouTube with it at all. Just
Okay.
doesn't work. Um, it stopped working after the last update. I have reached out to Streamlabs, I think 5 times now already. They just flatly
Yep.
ignore me. They don't seem to care. So
Hmm. Oh, I've done bits of reading, but I think you've done all the tips and things that I could throw your way.
yeah.
But other people have had the same issues. They've resolved it and overcome it using the latest version. So
Mm.
it's going to be one of those things. It's like so close you could reach out and touch it. It's going to be a
Yeah, yeah.
simple thing.
Yeah, I like that capturing in full screen that we had. I managed to fix that just by right clicking on it and instructing the screen to expand to full screen. That's not the correct wording. I can't remember what it is. It's something like zoom to full
Yeah.
screen or expand to
Stretch
full
the
screen or
screen.
stretch to screen, something like that. And the moment I did that, it was fine. Um, Josh, it won't happen with other planes because no other plane acts like the Zibo. So you need to understand the parameters of the Zibo and you need to operate the Zibo within those parameters. So I'm not sure what weather you're using, but start by fixing the weather. And then secondly, oh my goodness, I think we are fighting. Oh no, we're not. I just had to check the weather here. Um, and there I've just gone and thrown away the whole flight planning thing again. This is highly annoying. I did speak to Dan about this. If you click on the wrong button at the wrong time, it just throws away all your planning, even after um, you've landed and you are ready to file the flight plan. I clicked on edit flight. I just wanted to see what would happen and it just threw it away. He says it doesn't work that way, but it happened to me. And there I've just done most of my work. I got the reply from SimBrief, and I'm just going to use that now, see if it can recapture it. But basically, the toolkit throws it away. So you've got to be pretty careful where you click, it seems, and that's kind of
Yeah.
blah, kind of blah.
Can't say I've experienced that, to be honest.
Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look, see what these guys are saying. All right, so Josh, if you are using Active Sky, look in the description below the video. There is a link to my private hangar. Go in that link into OneDrive. Go find the Zibo folder and find the Active Sky settings and tune your Active Sky settings. Because the only time it happens or happened to me was during the replay. The weather does not affect it if you use my settings, but if you are not experiencing it during a replay and it's during a normal flight, then you're gonna have to fine tune your Active Sky with my settings. Yeah, sorry, Bitrip. It's very sensitive. It's really very sensitive. So one of those things. Hello, John.
Hello, son.
Alright, so let's have a look. See, where are we going?
Coming and going, got dinner on.
No worries. Oh, come now.
Hi, Bit-Trip. Been having fun and games with Queenstown.
Okay, okay. That seems to be the sit that we're going to take. Gear down and locked. Welcome. Josh. Yeah, just give it your best shot and let me know, eh? Right, so let's look at this. We want to run on this side, so let's see what we can come up with in terms of a star. Hmm, there's that waypoint over there. This is called Sim Toolkit Pro, gear down and locked. Let's see which will be the better one, but I just don't see one that really fancies my liking. I know there was one. Oh, you know what it was? This is the one where we had to go past the actual airport. You actually fly past the airport and then you come back. Ah, I recall something like that now. Something like this. Yeah.
No suggestion on the charts.
No, 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 no. I'm doing it from memory, so I'm just quickly trying to recall what it was. And now we need to quickly get rid of this wrong link. That one. We don't want that one. Right, right, right. This is freaky. I'm just watching my screen. The Streamlabs. Look, I don't know if you can see this, Tony. It's pushing the Twitch. It's pushing the YouTube. Everything through at the same time. I'm not close to Twitch. I'm not even on Twitch. Why would? Ah, sorry. You might not know. I'm not really asking. Call it a rhetorical question. I wouldn't know why it's sending Twitch stuff out now. I actually uninstalled the whole thing. I nuked it this morning, deleted everything, cleaned out the app data folder, everything, and started again. And now we've got this. Really? This might be a silly thing, but let me just check what's happening on my Twitch channel. Nothing. So it's irrelevant. All right, so we've got 370 flight number. We've got the call sign. Let's fly now. Blocks, yeah, that is ultimately where you need to click. But sometimes, like for instance, when you want to check the weather, you, I mean, I made the first mistake by clicking down at the bottom here to actually enter the IK. Whoop, that was the first time it lost it. The second time was I clicked here on one of the other links at the side. Anyway, I must just probably learn to, control my urges to click somewhere else until I've physically finished the planning. So there we have it. That is what we need, and what we're gonna do now is going to copy this into Navigraph. It should actually be there already. Yeah, it is there. Exactly. Cool. All right. Okay, it's gonna take a minute or five to load up now, so you guys are welcome to throw me with questions and stuff. Uncle John, did you finish your flight?
He's winged it.
Yeah, I think I went to make some coffee.
Talk it very quickly. I don't know if you're aware, version 6 is due imminently. Mainly tweaks to the weather system. So for people with active Sky, there'll be a little tab very similar to the charts web FMC. So there'll be an Avi tab slider, so you can integrate that inside. And he's going to be doing lots of improvements to the taxiway system.
Okay.
Complete overhaul to the way that currently works,
Okay.
for the better.
Okay. That sounds
And various,
excellent.
yeah, it does, and various other little bits and bobs. The multiplayer side, that's going to be sort of a month or two down the line. And improving the current weather system, that was the other big thing. So
Okay.
active Sky implementation in addition to the tab, but not touching it directly, but the inbuilt weather
Okay.
system getting overhauled. So it won't be as good as anything else.
Okay. Okay, that sounds very promising. I spoke to him about the multiplayer thing as well this morning, to Dan directly, and he's given me some timeline and stuff. I can't wait to get that because for training and teaching the guys the Zibo as such, that's going to be invaluable. There are a lot of guys who want to do group flights with, but they just don't want to do ATC, so we need something to fill the gap, and I'm putting high
Yeah,
hopes on that.
yeah. I've not tried any of the other multiplayer like FS Cloud and stuff. You got any experience of any of those?
Yeah, FS Cloud is a trick sometimes to set up. And the last thing that I want to do is to play a computer engineer for 2 hours to get somebody onto the session.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that. If it doesn't work as easy as click a button and connect, then I'm not interested in any of that. So that was where FS Cloud kind of fell out of the bus because um, most of the flyers do not have the IT skills I have, so I end up having to be the slave to fix everything beforehand, and then by the time I fixed everybody, I didn't feel like flying anymore.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. Bitrip Join FS fell out of the bus with 11.26 version of X-Plane. After 11.26, it's never been what it was. It is a waste of time. Unless they have fixed it, and I'm not aware of a good fix, and I'm talking a proper good fix. I'm not going to waste my time with that. I have lost a lot of face because of the nonsense that it created. And the same thing started to happen there. You would spend 2 hours to help somebody to get online. The moment some guy with the wrong configuration comes up, it kicks 5 other guys off, and then you've got to start over and get the guys to see each other. It just became an absolute IT nightmare, and I'm not interested in doing that. I want to teach people to fly. I don't want to be the IT guy unless they pay me. That's an option. You know, I mean, I can work for $50 an hour on a hobby. I don't mind, but the guys don't really want to do that either. Hello, Jan. Hello, Bruno. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Explain to load up now. Most of everything is prepared. So, oh yeah, I need to start my client, get my Ryanair client going while I'm thinking about it and waiting for the system. $370. That takes care of Active Sky as well. As a matter of interest, Tony,
Yep.
um, I spent a whole bunch of hours yesterday and today. I've almost 100% rebuilt this whole Streamlabs OBS in Stream Elements. Um,
Okay.
and the chat works perfectly in that one. The drawback with that one is you can't see the amount of viewers, and also you can't do multi-streaming, which is what I'm doing right now. So I'm on Facebook and I'm on YouTube, but it appears to be very nice when it comes to actual functionality and stuff. Really lean and mean little program, and if Streamlabs does not come back to me, I'm seriously um, thinking of teaching Streamlabs because I
Mm,
can't work like this. It's killing
yeah.
me. The only thing I have not done is to physically format and reload my hard drive, but I can't see that that's the problem. There's a
No.
link on one of the servers that's not working or allowing me or something.
Yeah, no, that's extreme measures.
Yeah,
What I spotted yesterday, and I completely missed it on the latest update of Streamlabs, is the little option on the left to customize the layouts.
yeah.
Missed that completely.
Okay. I'm gonna ask your forgiveness. I want you to just repeat your last sentence. I think I misunderstood you. Let me just get my mind into it. Just say it again.
Yeah, on the last update in Slobs,
Yes.
on the left-hand
Yeah,
side,
you
you've
can
got an
change.
option now
Yeah.
to change the layout, which I completely missed.
Okay, okay. I played around with it as well, but wasn't too happy with all the layouts. I just came back to what I have, just where I'm used to.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm a creature of habit. My things and my layouts are very important to me. I've got, I don't know if it's OCD or what it is, but when things don't look the same, I just get upset, which is one of the reasons that Streamlabs is basically upsetting me right now. Hello, Angel and Krister, and yeah, let's see what happens with the future. The funny thing with this whole story is if you look at my stream, Tony, and you go to the very first line, you can see that I typed chat test before going live 123. It works. The moment the active connection is made and the stream starts running, it blocks me. I am not allowed to chat there.
That is just bizarre.
It is the silliest thing ever. Excellent, Christer. That sounds very good, man. He landed at Queenstown. That's awesome. Shame I watched him go down in the sea or the lake or whatever it is. I think it's a lake actually. It's a bit high for the sea. He went down into the lake there, right in front of the runway. So he said, no, he's going to try it again. And I like, that he didn't give up. It's awesome. Hello, Hakan. Yeah, well, then you're a bit ahead of me. I haven't landed at Pardo in a couple of years. I'm gonna have to practice and get that practice done before we do our next stream. Our next group flight stream thing. So yeah, it's gonna be one of those ones. Let's get our ground handling sorted. Oh, you know what? Blogs. I don't think I replied on that one. Let me quickly give that to you. Hold a second for me. While we're doing that, let's not forget. So I need to get the browser open so I can actually chat with you guys. This is crazy. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Hold on. There you go. That is the utility that I use. It's called X Splasher. But if you're going to Google it on your own, please start by saying Helisimmer space X Splasher. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of adult sites pop up because X Splasher appears, to have different connotations for different people. So just be careful. But that's the direct link. All right. All you do is you just follow the instructions. You basically put it into your explain route folder. There's going to be a folder where you can then put in all your um, little splash screens that you want to cycle through, and it will then all on its lonesome self cycle through them every time you start to explain. Right, let me get my pilot client going so it can actually log the flight for us and start my timer. So I know I've got 20 minutes to burn, and we are definitely in the correct livery. I was so annoyed yesterday. I started the flight and then I was in the wrong livery, and I did so much work already. I just couldn't stop and try again.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Well, I did a
Right.
flight Ryanair yesterday, 4-hour flight, I think it was.
Awesome.
Too hard landing. Wasn't worth the paper it was written on.
Ouch. Okay. Yeah, I've been there too. I saw your message on Facebook, Angel. Sounds fun. Right, and we said we're going to do some vectoring there again. Yesterday was fun. I mean, you just fly straight over it, turn back, go into that rectangular shape, and then you're done. That's fun. Look where I go put it, 3.2. Just click too fast, and cost index will be 6. Right, so for the plan, it's 3.1. Huh? This has chosen Zurich as our alternate. So the final race plus alternate is more fuel in reserve than it is in the flight plan. So what I'm going to do, so I'm actually just going to reduce it a little bit. This looks funny. Right, and we said we 37. Let's see if we got 37 from SimBrief as well. Yeah. Righto. Alright, so I don't have Top Cat, so I'm gonna leave it as is. Let's wing it. Let's see. We can always come back and play with that. Flaps 5, CG, next page. Sorry for that, I almost broke my neck. SL we're not gonna put in, we're okay with that, and let's do a cut back. Why not? Angel, you can just come into the schematics FPO. I'll pull you in.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, welcome aboard our flight today. We're wrapping up the final paperwork here. Should get you on your way momentarily. I want to thank you so much for your company and business. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Again, welcome aboard.
Amazing how fast you go through this sometimes.
Captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt. Just as
That's
a
our
reminder, we cannot leave
elevation
the gate
on the
until
other
turn
side.
arms are properly put away. All
1000.
overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Right, let's make some noise.
Slide slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
Thank you, Aubrey.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Climb. Climb now. Climb. Climb now. Climb. Crossing. Climb. Climb. Crossing. Climb. 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 Clear of conflict. Descend. 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 Crossing. Descend. Descend. Crossing. Descend. Descend. Descend now. Descend. Descend now. Increase climb. Increase climb. Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain. Monitor vertical speed. TCAS test. Pass.
Ground to cockpit. Blood or knowledge. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Alright, guys, I don't feel like sitting here for another 10 minutes doing nothing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually call the tug and get going. I'll forfeit my 20 brownie points and we'll do it, you know, take one for the team there. But let's get going.
Looking up a departure, cross check and all call, thank you.
Alright, let's call them.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Reggie, we're taking a runway 34, sorry, correction. Runway 24 for departure and 36 for arrival. Due to the wind and the standard operating procedures at this airport and also the next one, those are the designated runways.
Okay. All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
I'll connect then. Thank you very much.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Dominic, that's perfectly fine. Thank you for joining us. Nice to see you. Right, let's go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
I have absolutely no idea, my friend. Don't know where that accent is from.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Standby.
Okay, looks like we're ready to go. That sounds nice, Dominic.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time on Riverside flight.
Are you going to have to invest in a second throttle to actually get 6 levers? Because that's an important question. I suppose you are. I'm thinking of doing the same with the 6 levers. I'm not going to invest in those extra paraphernalia, but I'm going to have to make a plan to get 6 levers again. But we are basically at the runway, so might as well start prepping a bit.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
done, all done. Everything looks okay, let's get going. Sujit, hello, and welcome to the stream live from South Africa.
Approaching 2-4.
Okay, that's interesting. If you get a second quadrant, can't you then use those extra things on the extra levers and actually get full benefit? Silly question, but I have to ask.
2-4.
Toga. I'll read the message just now. Just getting there. That 10 knot wind is something to contend with, I'll tell you.
V1, rotate.
There we go. Not too bad. Gear up. Right, command A is on. Gear
1000.
up and off. And we're on our way. Yeah, it's terrible clouds and it's heavy, eh? Gee. Hello, Mark. It's actually a very nice picture, that. Right, flaps are up. Awesome, but how are you feeling otherwise? Are you alright, Mark? And there's some little Git Pro again. And we are climbing nicely. That's the whole route. I'm hoping that bit of weather is not going to be a problem for us. We'll see. Takes its time to populate, but it really looks good once it's done. Awesome, good news, Mark. Oh, Dominic, that sounds really good, man. Really good. Hello, Angel.
Hi, my man. How are you?
Yeah, also good. Nice to hear your voice.
I'm glad to. It's been quite time.
Mm-hmm. You missed some fun on that Queenstown flight yesterday. Have you done that flight? I think you actually did, didn't you? Not last night, but I mean before.
Did once with you and once by myself.
Yeah.
It's a cool approach.
Excellent.
Yesterday when you were flying, I was actually on a real plane, as I was telling you,
Oh
but
yeah,
we
yeah.
couldn't land.
Yeah, that I remember.
Have to say I like the new features on our plane. Nice about the weight, the CG and everything else. I don't know why the people is so I don't know how to say it, annoyed by that. It's cool. Every time, anytime, more and more.
I've seen all the different emotions. Some are annoyed, some are confused, some are upset, some are scared. Yeah, I've seen it all. I've heard it all. I actually stood back for a couple of days to just let the storm go over. I just wasn't as active in all the forums and everything related to that, on Facebook.
Oh yeah, I can tell. I was away. I don't know, a lot of time. I think I have flown back from a month. Can't remember. Pretty much got a little bit tired of all the negative comments in the
Yeah.
chats and forums.
Yeah, it gets a bit much sometimes. Yeah, I like having the ability to set up weights and stuff because now you can configure your Ryanair to actually have the Ryanair capabilities, or Southwest. You can set it up to have their capabilities or their weights to give you the capabilities, whatever you want to call it. Somebody said to me yesterday they went through all their virtual airlines and they set up all the weights for the aircraft. So yeah, we did it.
Wow, what a work! But well, if you want realism, you have to work a bit.
Of course.
And I think the best of the feelings and the people maybe is scared because you can work on it. And I think as any of the features, it will take a time until the people is comfortable again and start flying as they want. Anyway, you can also put the total payload and everything is going to be like always.
Yeah, I've been telling everybody just use the totals. Let the Zibo go and work out what he needs to do on the back end. Don't worry because it's say your OFB says you need 160 passengers, and then it gives you more weight and less passengers. It's irrelevant. Just put the totals.
Yes, and just fun, man. Have fun.
Yep, yep. Hello, Oscar. Welcome. Yeah, that's one of the big things I started losing in the last week or so. It was just the fun, you know.
I just miss a bit having more time to do this because I started to have less and less time on the weekends. Uh, not not saying anything about normal work days. It's almost impossible to get into the computer. Maybe not. It's not even about time. It's being tired. You go home and you can't even think on staying half an hour in front of the screen.
What work do you do in the real world, if I may ask?
I am a sales engineer for uh, equipment and technology for an industry and mining here in Peru.
Okay.
And I have mostly office work, but sometimes I have to go on trips on the field.
Okay.
And those times I am away from my computer for starting. And the other times is so well. It's a tough year. So we have so much work that I come and the last thing I want to see is another computer screen.
I understand. That's interesting, Carl. Thanks for the info.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Interesting.
I'll also wait for the honeycomb quadrant. You know, I mean, I think that will be my next buy. I'm waiting for my yoke. It should be here in 3 weeks now. So after that, we'll save up for the throttle. Got it, Carl. Got it.
Carl sent it to Nico. Maybe he is able to post it after that in the flight group. The group
Christer,
in.
yeah, sorry for the interruption. Go. Christer, thank you very much. What is happening is I'm standing with one leg in a different service provider and one leg in this service provider. So what happened is you use the new link from the new service provider, and that will not come on the screen with Streamlabs. I'm at my last tether with Streamlabs. If they don't fix their nonsense on my computer in the next day or two, I'm ditching Streamlabs OBS because they are ignoring me now. Like 5 cries for help, they're just ignoring me. So I'm actually rebuilding the whole Streamlabs OBS facility with a different service provider, and the link that you used obviously is now linked to them, and you know, that's why you don't see your name pop up just now. I'm sorry about that, but it's just because I'm split between the two guys now.
Nico, my man, I have to leave you. There are a couple of girlfriends that want my presence here. None of them is a blonde with a Ferrari, but I can't be that pretentious.
That's okay. You go enjoy whatever you do. Thank you for visiting.
My pleasure, my friend. Always. Have a nice flight.
Yeah, thank you, you too. Bye-bye. Christer, yeah, that's also where I'm moving to. I'm almost done with my stream elements, and once it is fully set up, it's gonna, you know, be tata bye-bye to Streamlabs. I'm going to miss the fact that I do streaming on Facebook at the same time, you know, the dual stream, but I can live with it that we don't do that. So these guys are driving me insane. I just simply cannot handle this uselessness. It doesn't work for me. Thank you, Christer. Yeah, thank you very much. It will. Every cent counts, my friend. You have no idea. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. Much appreciated. That is correct, Cole. Yeah, guys, it's just a joke. I got it. We also talk about dough as money. uh, Thank you, Cole. Appreciate that. That is tremendous. Thank you. Thanks so very much.
2,000 to go.
There's something seriously wrong with this, and I wish one of these engineers from Streamlabs would just contact me. I've actually switched the cloud bot off because of all the spam on the channel that it's been pushing. And there you go, there's another message. So that is not coming from the same source where I think it is. Kristen, it depends on what you want to fly. In the United States, I fly for Southwest, which is also Boeing friendly and Zibo friendly. So Southwest in the US, Ryanair in Europe, and then British Airways in South Africa. You know, three good VAs. If you are using Ryanair from VAMSIS, then you can just join British Airways Virtual from VAMSIS as well, you know, and then have both of them, and then you can go fly the Zibo in and around Southern Africa. Yeah, you just need to, you know, speak and ask some guys in the chat. They'll tell you. Awesome, Reggie. It's towering granite cumulus. That was a good description. There's the flight map, so we're getting closer to the bad weather. I think we're gonna go over that. I don't, well, it is dark, but I can see some stars, so I think it will be below us. Yeah, I did too. It's not really great for streaming, you know, because it takes away some of the visuals, but also, you know, it makes for good takeoffs and landings and an extra bit of challenge, you know, exactly because there are not that much visual, you know, cues and things available. So it's a different challenge. Yep. Oh, look at that. Looks like a painting almost. Nice view. Yeah, it's awesome. Looking really good. That sunset. We're flying real time in Europe now. Cole, I have no idea why he's not talking. He's in the room with us. Uncle John,
Yes, sir.
why are you not talking? You're so quiet. Cole actually
Because
asked where you are.
I do apologise. I did say I was in the middle of doing my dinner and I've just that second finished it.
Alright, cool, cool. Well, welcome back. And hello, Hakan. Hakan, your light's on, but we can't hear you. You need to fix your mic. Right, 155 nauticals for top-off descent, so it's a reasonably quick flight.
Thanks for your concern, guys. I'm fine, no problems. As I said, when Nico started, I'd already started putting my dinner on, so I had to finish that off, and obviously.
Uncle John, I haven't had my dinner. I hope my wife realizes and that she's actually making something for us. You're just making me hungry.
Am I making you feel hungry?
Oh, terribly. It's gonna sound bad if the mic gets too close to my tummy now. Gur, gur, gur. Reggie, if you want to join us in Discord, you just need to tell me and then come. You too. Yeah, I've also got a good wife. She looks after me very well. We need to go check the galley and then chase them up, Krister. Oh, goodness, John. You're a jack of all trades. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, John. There is such a thing as won't, but not can't. Unless you really don't have the money to buy something, but then you can't. But usually it's just, I won't. I don't know what Hakan is doing. Hakan, can you actually hear me?
I can see him.
Yeah, he's broadcasting to the world there, but we can't hear a single beep, nothing. Ha, I might have found that stream chatbot thing. No, I don't mind. I was busy fishing for the stream bot that keeps on talking here on stream, and I'm happy to report I think I found it.
Can you hear me right?
Yeah, now we hear you.
Ah, okay. I don't know why settings changed on Discord again.
I don't know.
Uncle John, hello again. Hello.
But I'm gonna start prepping, guys, for the descent, yeah? So let's have a look, see. Seven zero. Yeah.
I'm going to stream yesterday's night flight right now with Air.
Okay.
I like it too much.
All right. There you go. Let's see where we are at. Okay, that's a good heading. Right. Let's have a look. See. So. Alright, the transition altitude is flight level 060. And go to the flight summary. The ISA is -6. Come here. Experientistic, it's always fun when it starts to turn, you have to chase something. Yeah, and it just means you programmed it incorrectly or something, because this thing is spot on. It really, really works well. So I'm not sure. Yeah, you did, but you probably didn't execute something somewhere. Let me get this Q and H.
Hello everybody, just a sound check.
Hey Reggie, how are you?
Oh, yeah, not too bad, thank you. Good to be back in at last. I keep missing you in the mornings. I need to get up earlier.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. I'll try and do an evening stream when possible. So it was possible and I just did it. I worked until 2 minutes before I pressed the go live button. So I almost kid myself with all the pressure I put on me in the beginning of this stream.
No, I know it's not you, it's me. And you work, of course. I don't. So
I'm on stream right now. If any problem, I can change my for your information.
That's fine, Hakan. Jan, that's the best idea, yes. And hello, Dirk. is our descent altitude? We need to go down to 4,000. Right, Jan. Yeah, let us know.
Two 220 miles for me to go, yeah.
Yeah, 48 for the descent. Yeah, I'm set up okay, Krister. I've got plenty of fuel. I've got 50% for the flight, 50% for the minimum for the reserves. Simbrief in its wisdom chose Zurich as my alternate, which is almost the same length flying back. So I actually had more fuel for reserves than I had for the flight, so I just reduced the reserves a little bit. Well, it's about the wings, and it needs to be within certain parameters of the wings. But that's a whole freaking story that's going to take hours to debate. It's all in the FCOM, I think, as far as I know. So you can just go read the FCOM, all about the fuel there and the limits and everything. If there's more than 453 kilogram difference between the two wings, it will not be stable. You have to do the cross feed and things like that. So it's a big subject. And then remember, there's also a portion of fuel that's unusable. That's always going to be in there. That forms part of your OEW, your operating empty weight. You know, that unusable fuel lies there. It means nothing to you, but the pumps can't get to it, and it's just there. It's unusable. Extra weight. Right, so we are getting ready. Let's do this quickly. Nice and bright. So let's change this. Cabin lighting for landing medium. It's a little bit less bright. It looks kind of fancy. That's interesting, Carl. Nice and dark outside now, my goodness.
Black.
Okay.
First time I've used 0 on the course heading since I've been doing this.
Me, feedback in my mic. I don't see any feedback.
Who's talking to then?
Now, Carl says I've got feedback in my mic. I don't know. I didn't see it. Didn't hear it either.
Like you're sitting next to me here.
Sorry, who's next to you?
It sounds like you're sitting next to me here.
Okay.
Very clear.
He says I've got a bad echo. Are you sure it's not your side? Who else has got a bad echo from my mic?
Sounds perfect here.
Oh, weird.
Perhaps they're literally using cans.
I don't know. Pull your USB plug or whatever it is and just put it back in, see if it fixes it. I have no idea. Carl's wife. No, Carl, I don't know, brother. I swear I don't know where that comes from. I've done nothing. I can pull my mic and just put it back in. Hold on. Alright, okay. So I'm back. I've pulled it, pushed it back. Thanks, Mark. So I'm at a loss. Total loss. Thanks, Petrip. And also Tony Treji. Right, well, we are fast descending here to our destination. Two windows, okay. Yeah, that happens. Thank you for liking the stream, Nemeth. Much appreciated. That is a Facebook like. And awesome. I hope you enjoy your flight as well. Mine's almost over. It's getting late here, and tomorrow's back to work, so this will be my last one for the weekend.
Well, I lost my frame rate again then, but I found a weird way of getting it back, which is to go to 16 times for a bit and then stop it, and the frame rate rises again. How weird.
Okay.
Just seems when I go into these with you, it happens. It's been all right lately.
Weird. Weird.
It's the pressure, psychological vibes I'm giving to try and get it right.
It's amazing how a vibe can throw you off just quick.
Well, I tried NZQN this morning, but the thing was I was trying to explain to my wife how difficult it was, which was really a mistake because I didn't get very far on the arrival.
Okay. Well, I think if I read this ND correctly, that is our airport over there, right? So we're just going to overfly it, turn right, turn around and come back. So we're almost there. Nice tailwind there. I've got 15 knots on my tail. Just gonna vector myself approximately there, and then I'm gonna go back on LNAV and complete the landing, approach and landing. I'm not sure what you mean with the black texture mod, and the TK mod has been disabled in the Zibo, so you can't use the TK, and the RG mod is not something that anybody is supporting on the Zibo side, so I'm not sure what you talk about the black texture, to be quite honest. If you're talking about this clock and the other textures that I modified, that will not be on my private hangar or in my OneDrive as such, that you find on the forum. Well, if you've noticed a change, then there must be a change. Zibo has been working on so many different things at once, it's not even funny. So I presume it's just one more. Rowan. Ons sal sien wat nou gebeur. We shall see. We shall see. The dogs are chasing the cat. Colin, thanks for the like. Crystal, I'm not sure if that will work on YouTube. The way I understand it, that actually is meant for Twitch. But let's see, maybe it picks it up on YouTube as well now. Yeah, it does show on screen, but not in the chat. This is why I'm thinking It's not part of the YouTube offering. On Twitch it works very well. Yeah, I'm guessing, Krister, I'm not saying it's that, but I'm guessing that's what it is, because I also see it come up on the screen, but it's definitely not part of the chat. And if you look at the icons associated with it, it's a Twitch icon. So I'll speak to Dan and ask if it's true, or if we can have it on YouTube as well. Right, I better get into my upright position and put the trays away and feet on the rudders and get ready. Something's gonna happen.
Easy option for me, this one, ILS. I set it up quickly, and it's all working at the moment, so it's looking okay.
Well, Reggie, good luck with that.
Thousand to go.
Right, so we've got the lights, we've got flaps 5, auto brake is set, speed brake is armed. Everything looks fair enough.
Thousand to go.
Mark, I'll do my best, I promise. If it comes off, we all laugh together, that's all. Like a toupee, you know? Ooh, there he goes. Right, light slopes live. That go around is set for 4,000. So if we need to do it, Krister, it's ready. No, it's fine, it's fine. It's standard procedure, so I'm sticking to that. It's now set for 4, so we'll keep it going. I love the view, it really looks cool. Auto throttle goes off.
1,000 feet, stabilized, missed approach altitude set.
There you go, missed approach altitude set.
Approaching 3-6.
Those lights are bright, wow.
Have a good landing.
Thank you, sir. This is default scenery, by the way, guys. This comes with Explain. This is not add-on scenery that you guys are seeing. Only add-on is just the lights, is Tom Knudsen's lights, and then extended night lights. But other than that, this is absolutely default.
Minimums.
Come on, why did you pause? Can you believe it? It paused right there as it was doing the touchdown. That's funny. Weird. Anyway, what was that? Can't even read it. 68, I think. I'm wondering if it now did the pause just to do the effect, you know, that smoke effect. Strange. Oh, that was actually a very good landing. Thank you, guys. Only thing with some of these runways is they don't really support PBR that nicely, so it looks kind of dark. If you look at where we took off, the light was very bright. Was it where we took off, or was it earlier today? I was at an airport earlier today, could be where we took off, I don't know. But the PBR is much more intense, it's much more brighter, you know, you see the light better. Thank you. Finger trouble. It happens, it happens. I think I can put this in for the VA. They're going to penalize me because for them that's a soft landing. They don't like it. So I'm losing 20 for not waiting 20 minutes, 20 points, and then I'll lose 10 points on this landing. But at least the flight is booked. And it's just a game for them, so we accept, that's fine. my next flight from here, which I'm not sure I'm going to stream, but the next one is going to be from here going down to Barcelona, and then I haven't booked anything else. It's a Ryanair virtual. They've got a point system that they work with, Carl. So certain things give you certain points, and yeah, I'll be losing about 30 now. For them it is. That's why I said, yeah, for them it is.
Naughty boy.
You see, when you run a VA, there's got to be some limits, unfortunately, and it's not true to life, okay? It's just there to make it a game. You know, you get good points if you land well. If you land too soft, they subtract. If you land too hard, they subtract points. And they expect you to sit at the apron for 20 minutes at least to do your pre-flight and checks and programming and all these other things. So that's just the way it is. I mean, it's also part of what makes it fun, to be quite honest, from my point of view.
Well, it sets targets. And
Yes.
that makes it interesting.
Yeah, it sets targets. It gives you something to aspire to. If you are a bad lander, to get better landings. If you are a time waster, to get better timing, you know.
Well, I think it adds interest. I still, I think someone posted a Norwegian one that takes Mac as well, so I'll look into that one.
Cool. Carl, what they say is anywhere from 135, minus 135 to I think 165 is a good landing. So that is where we want to get it. If you land it as softly as I did tonight, it's a good flight simmer score, but it's not a realistic score because you can actually damage the tires, you know, and you can have a bad landing if you land as soft in real world. So point taken, but it is what it is. Well, it's not just to absorb the energy, it's also to get those tires moving, you know, rolling, in actual fact is the correct word.
Oh, that's interesting. So soft isn't necessarily the best.
No, it's not, because you can actually skid. If you land soft enough, those tires will not eat into the ground and start spinning the way they should, you know. So there's a lot of problems that you can get, you know, like your wear and tear on your tires is much worse on a soft landing.
That's interesting. Yep.
Carl is just saying what I'm saying. Yeah, he's right. I don't know where to park. I'm just gonna park over here. Let's not waste time. And I need to go and have my dinner. I'm starving.
Yeah, I would have caught you up, but my frame rate has dropped again. So
that's fine.
Coming towards the final now. So never mind. Anyway, nice chatting, and enjoy your dinner.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you, Arkan.
By the way, I'm leaving from the group for now.
Okay.
See you later on. Good night.
Bye. Okay, bye.
Good night, Hakan.
William, you're welcome. Thank you so much. I'm just going to stop the stream here in a minute. I just want to make sure I did everything I needed to do and then quickly log that flight, and then it's over with me. Flight summary. Also need to complete the flight here in some toolkit. There we go. The flight is logged. And let's log it for Ryanair. Prester, thank you very much. And guys, any and everybody, I'm not going to name all the names. Thank you for watching. It was awesome having you here. We'll do so again in the week. I still cannot stream to Twitch because of the breakage in the international cable feeding my internet. So I'll just stick to YouTube for now. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye for now.
Yeah, bye, Nico.